But I've just realised I've been talking and the mic hasn't been on, so I'll start again. Good morning everyone, I've got a minute to go. Day 7 of the World Tour Series. It's just one of those mornings today. We're heading to Innsbruck for this one. We're going to take on the Innsbruck Com reverse first, which is 5.8 kilometres of climbing, averaging 8% gradient. Descend the other side, a bit of flat, and the leg snapper probably in Innsbruck, before we then take on the Innsbruck Com forward, which is 7.4 kilometres in length, averages 6% gradient. So this week's been going pretty well for me, been holding consistent power, and it's been a really good week of training, trying to get my fitness back. Probably a strange way to do it, racing the World Tour Series, but giving me the motivation to get out and train. So we have got less than 10 seconds, so stay with this as long as I can. That first climb is going to come in about 2 or 3 kilometres. So for me, sit in, and when the climb comes, just got to do what I can do really. I'm expecting my watts per kilo on the climb not really assist me, but I need to sit in, hold a consistent power, knowing that I'll get a descent after the first climb. The descent is going to be over 7 kilometres in length to recover before I take on Innsbruck forward. So 2 big climbs, probably an hour's worth of climbing, but I'm here getting it done. I'm not sure if it's a route I've ever done before, so I might even get a route banner at the end. Yeah, sorry for the mic issues at the beginning. The mic was switched on, but for some reason it keeps muting itself on the streaming platform, and I hadn't tweaked. So, right, let's get set in for this one then. Get the fan on early doors. One of us in this group today. I think everyone's prepared for a longer day in the saddle. 2 big climbs as well, so this one hasn't gone out of the pens fast as normal. Everyone's just settling in. I had a quick look this morning before I come out to the plane cave. Some of these riders in this category, for the power they put out and the watts per kilo they achieve, it is some going. So some of these will be probably around the 4 watts per kilo climbing the hills, where I'll be hoping to hold around 3 watts per kilo if I can. So, but like I said, consistency this week has been coming out here, showing up and getting it done. Accountability by publicising the streams and coming out here and doing it. Obviously doesn't force me to do it, but gives me that bit more of a kick to get out here and do it. Weekend time slots always a little bit difficult, but I've got an hour and a half to get this done. So I'm up against a time constraint as well, but we'll see how we go. Right, fan is on. There's a few more ride-ons out there, purely because they'll all leave me for dead in a minute, and then yeah, we will just go from there. Map in the top right shows you today's course. The first climb is shorter, but averages 8% gradient, I think 5.8 kilometers. Second climb is longer, around 7.5 kilometers in length, but averages about 6% gradient. The joy is when we climb this one first, we get the longer descent, and after we climb the second one, we get a steeper, shorter descent to the finish line. So obviously being able to stay around other riders makes it a better stream for you guys, but it is a road to regain my fitness. So an hour's worth of training, still trying to do my best, not ease off and let it be the zone one ride if the wheels fall off. I try and keep pushing to the end, whatever. So right then, 6 kilometers, going to take us to about 9k, 3.2k to 9k. Says it's averaging 6.9%, 5.8k in length. Okay. Don't be too spiky with the power, but want to give the first climb a good little hit, really. Don't want to spend really any time on this race on my own. So goal I want to try and take away is not be dropped, but not blow up on the first climb. Kit I'm wearing today is from Cycling Appreciation Society. Links are in the description. Great kit, summer kit and indoor training kit, really. I love it. Been an ambassador for them for a few years now, and yeah, more stuff coming this year with them. Yellow and blue bits, you do get a bit of draft. So, This is when my watts per kilo do help going downhill. I mean, I'm doing just over 4 watts per kilo. People on the front nearly 5. Got 5.5 and tempo now. Trying to control that heart rate, control my breathing. Legs still need to wake up a bit. Yeah, I'll take 90 minutes of zone 2 as well. But good morning to you. Yeah, it's a brutal one, not gonna lie. I think tomorrow stage 8 finishes up out the Zwift, so preparing the legs for the weekend. Although this is the steepest one first, albeit it's shorter in length, it is steeper. Second climb of Innsbruck I did last weekend, part of the 2 Gas Tour series, so sort of know what to expect on that. Don't think I've climbed this way before. Definitely testing all the gears on the bike. I can achieve a 20-minute PR today after the amount of racing I've done. I'll be happy. Whew. These 5% have got the false flat. That's what they feel like. They will have a lot about fluids and fueling. Close that gap to benefit from a bit of draft. Try and pick up a bit of pace, roll it in, and then settle back on it. Cheers to the ride on, Tom. These switchbacks are like 15%. No worries, I'm using 30 kilometers an hour here. Whew. Well, it's going to be a 20-minute power PR for this year, and to do it on stage 7 of a tour that's been quite strenuous, I'm happy. Nowhere near my best, but over 250, 20 minutes is the best so far this year. Right, about halfway done of the first climb. This rider with me from Jamisi, from Sisu Racing, if I pronounced that right. To be fair, if we can stick together, we can probably help each other on the descent. Yeah, looking forward to that recovery downhill, but you need to stay on the pedals. Trying to pace this one, knowing the second one is longer but draggier. I could pick people off if I pace this race it well. Whew. A couple riders in front have dropped off the pace as well, but on the descent, if we can bridge to them and make a 4, that can help us as well. But first of all, we've got 2 kilometers of this climb to go. Test it when we get to the top. Might be a solo descent with aero tuck and try and use watts per kilo to my advantage. %, again. Using my eyes, that colour in the heads-up display keeps going from yellow to orange. If that's just my vision or if it's actually happening. Riders off the front, nearly a minute away. So, see when their times pop up on the left, we know roughly how far we've got left to go. 15% now. Still staying on the pedals. Wetting my eyeballs and out. Hoping this is the last steep bit of the climb. Andy, cheers to the ride on, mate. Whew. Said it'd be about an hour of climbing, didn't I? Yeah, sweat is real. Definitely. Right, that looks like the toughest bit's done. Don't ease off the pedals. A bit in no man's land, but push to the top. The descent will be over 7 kilometers, so try and keep the speed up on the descent with little effort. There's my 8-year-old little friend, A-Bores. Morning to you, buddy. Racing's going well for you, I see. Keep it up, young man. Probably not old enough to watch the YouTube video, unless he's on his dad's account. Anyway, are we nearly there? Yep. Have we done it under 30 minutes? Have we done it in under 25 minutes? Let's see. Here's the ride on, Sandra. Level community coming out to support this morning. '24. Happy days, right. These are a different race pen, but use their draft. No, they're a different race pen. Oh, did I get PR, did I? That's a bonus. Probably the first time I've done it. Anyway. Don't want to give up on the pedalling. You need to keep the legs awake. I was hoping these two would help lead me down, but get some areas up. Flat here, and then it goes again. Get the right gear if we can. What we're descending now is what I'll be climbing in a minute. I'm not going to pedal faster than 80 kilometers an hour. Right, the fan needs to go up another notch. Go on, headwind. There you go off. Give me 3 notches. Whew. Yeah, at the bottom of this one. Two behind me is still 16, 17 seconds away, but clearly working together. They're on and off the power, each of them. They're obviously taking that in turns to come down that hill. I don't have that. I get my recovery where I can. I'm nearly out the bottom now. Get the pedaling back. Get the gearing right. FOR Richie there, you definitely know how to put the climbing in for that. That's non-climbers, but I have to say, loving it at the moment. Set myself goals, trying to come out here and achieve them. Goals that, for me, are specific for what I'm about to do, how I can do it. Making sure that once I set a goal, I can actually look at the data and measure what I've set myself. I don't mind if they're not, I don't mind if I don't achieve them, as long as I've given myself a good show and I don't feel afterwards that I should have done something else. Just making sure that goals I'm setting are realistic. So today, the goal was come out and try and do the climbs in like around 30 minutes each. Obviously, the first one I've done in 25. The second one, I think I might go over 30 with it. But it was sort of a realistic goal when I set it. Second one's longer, not as steep, but yeah, we'll see. I'm quite tempted to do in a minute. Let these two riders catch me. 6 seconds, become a 3 with them. I'm not going to chase anything down. Might as well take some respite with them in the wheels. And when we come to that second climb, hopefully I'll still have some company and we can work together on it. Gives me that little dangle of a carrot as well, but I'll be fighting for a top 10 finish then with them. Especially as we go in through here. I know we've got the leg snapper. So yeah, the power in the top right has come down. I think my 20-minute PR on Zwift Power this year, in the last 4 or 5 weeks, was 2:44, which I did on a chase race So I think I've beaten that this morning. Definitely feel like I pushed a little bit harder on that climb than I have done on other climbs through the week. Maybe I'm feeling more confident. Maybe I'm just getting more used to being back on the bike, I don't know. But controlling it, not spiking out, seems to be working for me. Want to see that I'm not doing anything, so don't want to up the pace, just want to roll through. Steve Potter from Wales, racing for Evo, and the Syco racing guy or girl. Waiting for the name to scroll back the other way. I think it's the rider that I was with on the hill, wasn't it? Janskin. Like I say, ride with these for a bit. I'm not going to chase down the person that's 53 seconds ahead of me. Be wasted energy. I've got 2 guys tour, stage 3 tomorrow morning before taking on stage 8, the World Tour Series for FRR tomorrow afternoon, evening. So forgive me for taking 10 minutes in the wheels here. It's been a long week. And what I can save here in the wheels, hopefully Innsbruck the final time will be pretty good. What I do need to do is get some fluids in there. Tom in the chat, I don't think I'm going to PR the second climb, but I'm going to give it a good old sit in for our grimace, I think. Next week, I think I start the dirt racing series on Tuesday. So might have Monday off, maybe a recovery ride. But yeah, trying to settle it down a bit more, away from the racing, try and get some more training stuff done. But review how the last week's gone and go from there. Maybe some Swift Games action, but the Swift Racing score puts me in such a high category. It'd be pointless at the moment. We're all sitting on Fletcher's wheel by the looks of it now. Not showing up on the chart on the right, so it's got to be a different race category. think he's a green dot. I'm reckoning with that next climb come in, hopefully get that average power figure back up, which would be good because it'll probably give me a better power figure for the hour if I can get it back up a bit. Leg snapper in a minute. Bit of recovery after the leg snapper. And then prepare for the unexpected, I suppose. Oh no, we're going backwards. We're going down the leg snapper then. Yeah, we're going down the leg snapper, not up it. Got a slight climb up to it there. I only know that this sprint is always after the leg snap coming the other way. Yeah, not doing the leg snap, so that's all right. Take 6 on the sprint, wasn't even expecting it, so. They're digging now, so they're just going to ramp up and then descend. Probably a match didn't need to burn, but do it, man. Just got that wrong, and this is the leg snapper now. Now this takes us to the top of the leg snapper. Nah, it's stupid I've let that rider go, haven't I? Oh well. Right, switch the mics. Hopefully that one my last. Get the other one on charge quickly. Right, here we go then. 7.4 kilometers. It's going to take us to 34.4 on the display at the top, thereabouts. 34 and a half, we'll say. 5.4% gradient. Longer than the first one. Like I said, I did it last week, look. 28 minutes day. 30 minutes will take us to 1 hour and 25. That's the goal then. Under 1 hour and 25, we're over the top of this hill. Probably been the best hour power as well I've done for a while, I would have thought. A T31 average at the bottom. What we can get out to. Now this is the ride that I was with earlier on, isn't it? Let me see. That blue and yellow going off the front isn't ours. Let it go. He's just closing that gap, isn't he? Wipe my face with a soaking wet towel. Yeah, I got a bit quiet. Just focused on this. Don't let either of these riders go. know, I've got to push in the darker sections. But on the orange sections, the yellow sections, I have to stay on the wheel. We'll get a bit draft. Get in touch over this tough bit. Ease a bit now. Bit of chat with them. Hands up there. Waving for the camera. There's Fletch again. He's not one of ours. Don't have to worry too much about it. Thinking about, I guess we're going to do the leg snapper properly after this climb. they're just using Fletcher's wheel here a little bit as well. Don't blame him, although he's not in our race. Stronger rider, we can sit in. Almost, I don't want this gap to open like that. Only burning little matches. From memory, there is a little bit of blue respite bit in a while, but can't ease off on it. Another ride on from Level Community, thank you very much. I've been on a button or something, because my handlebars are vibrating. Right, I've got to dig in for this one. Need to get through this orange bit into that yellow segment, deal with these two riders. %. Easing a bit now. And I have as much draft as I can now. That's what we're aiming for, is 34.5. We've got 3k to go. Really can't remember. Fans on max now. Got a bit of movement in my heart rate. Legs aren't feeling great. A little bit heavy now. We're all going to be in the same boat. Mentally I can do this. I can get over the top of this with these two riders. Two and a half I think. Don't want to let them have too much room. Got to be consistent on the pedals. They drop their watts per kilos, and I match it. Let that wheel go, innit? Have to just bridge it a little bit. Now ease. No point in holding his wheel if he's letting one go. Oh yeah, by the way, there you go. Little dig on these darker orange sections. On Elisa. Have a level ride on. Whilst we're talking about level, check out Chase Race tomorrow afternoon. There's a women's series coming as well to Zwift, hosted by Level Racing Esports, and there's a mini racing series coming as well. So watch out for Instagram posts, my channel, Level Esports channel, and get yourself amongst some of the level racing events. Just pushing it on the front of it now. Just need to match. You want to burn that match, but I just need to get comfortable again. Just breaking it down in sections, get through this bit to yellow, draft, have a bit of breather in, and then go again for the next segment, breather. I haven't got a clue what power sort of I'm holding on this. I don't want to get dropped. I could do it then us three being together on the descent. Okay. Push through this little hamlet. Another kick again. 15k from home, 6k of it's descending. And the rest of it is through the streets of Innsbruck, which we did earlier. Obviously we're going to do it the other way around, so the proper leg snapper will be in play. You think, Tom, dear? Feeling strong at the moment, feeling alright. And hold this next segment, hold them. I'll be happy days. That finishing line isn't far away. I'll join you for the zone 2, might be more fun. To be honest, I'm looking forward to the descent. I'm actually looking forward to looking at the figures afterwards, because this is probably one of my best races back. All three of us are left a little bit in reserve on this climb. Some of them are just starting to climb. I'll finish it now. We're sort of 2.5, 3 minutes behind them. Probably not going to make my 28 minutes from last week, but I only climbed it once last week. Under 30 minutes was the target. That's what we're going for. Right, I can see the banner in the finish distance on the map now. Not overcook it on the yellow. Sit in. Have a wheel. No point in attacking them when we've got 6-kilometre descent, and then a probably 6 or so kilometre race around Innsbruck. So I want to finish in the top 10 and not 10th, and I need to stick with these two. Fighting for 8th, 9th and 10th as they decide to push the pace. I'm pushing for the con. I need to do it better. Yeah, just feel like that as well, didn't I? Oh yeah. 52 seconds out of it. Happy days, that. Happy days. '73 level up for Kamzi. Oh. Making the most of this descent. Not bothered that he's got 2 seconds. Because this is the end of it now. I'm hoping to close these 2 seconds off on the flat a bit. In a second, I'll go into his drafting boost and I'll be able to slot back in behind him. Right behind us now, 6 seconds. They'll probably close that as well. For a little bit of an effort down here. We're just getting this gap a little bit more closed off. Little D. Close that gap. Get that blue line on the screen. There we go. 6.5k to go. Just over. So far today, UPRs it looks like on both those comms I'm happy with. I think I've set new 20-minute power for this year, which is good as this is stage 7. I'm guessing myself and Flouter, the Canadian in front of me, probably slightly heavier riders than the Syco racing rider, because we just gained on the descent, which is where sometimes your Zwift weight comes in and help the climb, but it'll be interesting to see what average powers they both put out and what per kilo it is as well. Stuff like that fascinates me really. Okay. I'm expecting this Syco rider in the white jersey probably to attack the leg kicker, which isn't an easy climb. I just think he attacked it the first time round, didn't he? And bridged the gap. I just need to be mindful this time, so I let them get away last time and I had to bridge across, but got just over 5k to go. Only really one significant little kipper to go, which is the leg snapper. Which when you get to the top of it, you need to push over the top because it is a downhill through the sprint. And the finish line on this one is longer than the actual course. So, not racing to the banner. closing this gap off again. So then chuck in a comment what you think I should do towards the end of this race. Long attack, short attack, even if I'm still in it. We are fighting for 8th, 9th and 10th place. Guaranteed to finish 10th, unless that person a minute behind catches. But chuck it in the comments what you think the finish should be. Here's the leg snap bullet. Over a minute of pain this. Stay seated for some of it, out the saddle for some of it. Short attack, that's what I like to hear. Got to hold them on this climb. Oh, he's gone. He's obviously going for the sprint segment. No, I've let them go. This could have done me now. Yeah, that. He's 8 watts per kilo in front of me. Oh. Cleared on the climb though. And another PR. Ah. Actually done me, haven't they? Nah. Take a second on that though. And another PR. bloke's got some reserves in his tank. Wasn't going to gain on him in that sprint. So right, I think we're all back together again. Yeah. Just over a kilometre to go. Canadian's going to hang off the back and attack. But finish line isn't the banner. Finish line is going to give us about 0.3 of a kilometre to go. So need to be on their wheels through the banner, ready to attack. $1K to go. Come on, 8th, 9th or 10th. I know what I've got my money on. I think this Canadian's going to go long. Got down a gear. Get ready. Watching the right hand side, when it goes orange, I need to go. Right, final wipe of the face. Half a kilometre to go. On the drops. Come on. Big finish. He's going. He's going. Well, just let me get my breath back on that one. In stars. Well, I had in my head that I was going to finish 9th, but I expected the Canadian to simply annihilate me on that sprint. He went early, I matched him, couldn't really gain on him initially, stayed on the pedals, and then Kamzi came from nowhere, I wasn't expecting it. Changed another gear, I had nothing in the legs. But look at that, 20-minute power, 3.4 watts per kilo. My best to date has been 3 watts per kilo. Race 229, which to be fair, over an hour and 40 minutes. I'm well pleased with that. Let's try and shut the fan off. So that then, just to recap, the goal was to do both climbs in under 30 minutes. Did that. PR'd both of them. Happy days, especially seeing one of them I did last week in a race. I took nearly a minute out of that time from last week. Other positives to take away from it: 20-minute power up from what it has been this year since I've come back to Zwift. Happy with that. I actually felt strong in that race. After 7 days of racing, legs are tired, but it shows I can dig deeper than what I thought I could. I've still got that motivation inside me to push on and compete and be competitive. Yes, I'm not in the category I used to race in, but doing these races and realizing where I am at the moment in my training and what I am capable of doing power-wise at the moment, I'm competitive in that field. That's just shown it. The three of us worked really well together, pushed each other, made each other work on that climb, the second climb, and an enjoyable sprint finish. Hopefully you've enjoyed that video, that live stream. Thanks for all those people that have jumped in the comments. This road to, I say recovery, but this road to my fitness journey is well and truly underway. I've got a target for the end of March to be nearer where I want to be. I'm about 4 or 5 weeks into it now. I'm happy. Yes, I've dived in at the deep end with all this racing, but it's given me that motivation and consistency to keep going. So once again, thanks for watching the video. Thanks for watching and supporting the channel. Don't forget, thumbs up, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.